What's going on, everybody? Spaceballs here. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're playing Calibria Crystal Guardians, and today we're doing the grind part 3. Just want to start by saying I hope everybody's having a fantastic weekend, or start to their fantastic weekend. Today's Saturday morning now for me. It's been a little hectic because there's a lot of stuff going on with the coronavirus. I just hope everybody's happy, healthy, and safe, and make sure you guys wash those hands. I actually just got out of the shower because of it. My job's actually been very, very slow because of the issue that's going on. Everybody's been staying home. No one's been going out. I wish I could stay home and make videos all day, but I have to work a full-time job. I wish I didn't have to. This thing is spent, and I don't know why. Spint. This thing is spinning, and I don't know why. It does that sometimes. It like spins automatically. But this is just going to be a chill video. You know, I'll show you guys where I'm grinding in the game. I'm not going to show you much on C10 or L10 because I have a special video for that, where I'm going to show you guys a bunch of different teams, some 3-star teams, some 5-star teams, some 4-star teams. So I'm going to save that for Monday. So this video is going to be more about, you know, what I'm doing in the game and why I'm doing it. We're 21 days in now. We're grinding magic because we're getting ready to fuse the Necromancer, which is very exciting as well. So he'll probably be in either Monday or Tuesday video. Maybe I'll put up 2 videos on Monday because I'm off this Monday. So maybe I could do 2 videos instead of 1 video. Just let me know if you guys like that idea in the comments. But yeah, I hope everybody had a great week. Getting into the weekend now. Another weekend's passing us by. St. Patrick's Day is coming up soon. I'm still having a lot of fun with the game. We're 3 weeks in. I still haven't spent really any money. I just bought the rune pack, as I told you guys. I brought the 2 growth plans, and I buy the $5 growth plan. Other than that, I still haven't spent any money except for the sacred pack that we bought the first day I played the game. But other than that, I still haven't really spent any money. I want to start off by saying also that Arkannis, I slept on her. She is absolutely amazing. I had her rune for damage, and she kept dying a lot, so I was like sleeping on her. I was like, she's not that good. She keeps dying. But now I have her runed for like tanky. And what her skills does is, like, she has an attack down, she has poison, and for every hit she does, she can land on a poison or attack down. But she also has a skill that like intensifies the debuff. So like if you have 3 debuffs up and she does the skill, it's like all of a sudden they have like 6 debuffs up. So she is actually great for every single dungeon run. I definitely slept on her. She is definitely probably one of the best champions I have. Like, you see what she just did? She like tripled all those debuffs. She is really, really good. I'm definitely enjoying her. My mummy's getting in shape. He's at level 37. We're getting him going. I pretty much got most of my old 6 stars maxed to level 40. We're getting ready for Sanctify. We got to Sanctify. I still have to 6-star my Celine. So we're going to Sanctify her. We're going to Sanctify the Droid. We're going to Sanctify Succubus. And they're all pretty much ready for Sanctify. I'm going to do that in another video as well, because this video is going to be more about, you know, I'm going to show you guys like all the parts of the game that I'm grinding and why I'm grinding them 21 days in. The reason we're grinding magic for the next probably 2 days, and we've been grinding it for like a day or so, is because we're trying to craft the Necromancer now. But just keep in mind, guys, I didn't push to craft him at all. Everything that I got to craft him came to me. I didn't fuse anything or craft anything or like craft the 3 stars to make the 4 stars. Everything I had was just fell into my lap, and now I'm just grinding the to evolve them. But other than that, I did no other grinding, so just make sure you guys don't go crazy trying to get him. You probably don't really need him till about, I would say, about a month into the game, once you really start hitting Leviathan. And once, I shouldn't say need, because you really don't need him, but he's definitely good to have because he's SS tier, and he clears all the debuffs, so you don't have to worry about having somebody to clear debuffs, even though the Druid does just fine. So if you have the Druid, just use him, and you don't really need the Necromancer, because I feel like he does almost the same thing. It's just that he only has a 1-turn immunity, and the Necromancer does it every single turn. So I feel like that would be the only difference. And if you have the Necromancer on Berserk runes, and he takes multiple turns, he can clear multiple debuffs. So that's the only reason why I would say that he's probably a better choice than the Druid. But if you have the Druid, he works totally fine, and I will show you guys that on Monday, that he works in both teams. He works in the Leviathan team, and he works in the Giants team, because he has a defense buff and a counter attack for the Giant, and he has immunity for Leviathan. Sometimes the immunity, it's because on a 4-turn cooldown, so sometimes it's not, the runs can be a little shaky because of it. So I definitely think the Necromancer will make the runs 100% instead of like 90%. But Droid's definitely top tier. Probably one of the best 4 stars in the game. We're still using Succubus. The Panda I have in this team for the bleeds. I'm actually going to switch him out with the Ripper soon. Because the Ripper is a 3-star, so I want to stop using so many 5-stars. So I can show you guys that you can do this with 3 stars, as I said in the past. The Ripper is very good. He puts up a lot of bleeds as well. He ignores defense on his 3rd skill. I think it's a passive. He ignores defense, and he gets a 100% crit rate every single turn. So that's pretty amazing on that front. Mushi's been I've been loving him for Arena. He just nukes everything down. He's like just as good as the Lynch, but the Lynch I have ruined as my farmer. So the Lynch we're using campaign, and Mushi we're using in the Arena because he's void and he has element advantage. So that really helps when you're grinding Arena teams and you're grinding your medals for your totems. I'll show you after this run that we did a couple. We did 1 or 2 speeds. I forget. I think maybe just 1. We did the speed totem. We're going to do the speed totem first because you know Spaceballs loves his speed. So we're always going to go with the speed totem first. Always, always, always. We're going to get that to like level 6, level 7. And then we'll start doing like the attack and the crit damage ones. But definitely going to get the speed like maxed out first before we do anything else. Because you know Spaceball loves his speed. But as you can see, this run is amazing. It's kind of the same on level 10. It's a little bit slower on level 10. I prefer level 9 because I'm looking for mids, not so much highs. Whenever I run level 10, I feel like I'm just getting highs. And I think mids is more important. Like when you're 3 weeks, like I am, 21 days into the game, I feel like getting mids is more important than getting highs. Especially when you're trying to craft, see, it's always the mid marks, which is perfect. When you're trying to craft Necromancer, you need mids more than highs because they're all 4 stars. So they all need mids. They only need 5 highs, and I have plenty of those. So that's why we're farming mids. Let's do a wish so you guys can see how rigged the wish is. It's just like summoning where like it acts like it's going to stop on the rune, and then it'll stop one over. Same thing with the Calionite. I usually get Calionite or Energy every single time. There it is. And I don't even get the big Calionite. I always get like the 20 or the 10 gems or something like that. So I feel like the wish is rigged. Let's go into the hero so I can show you guys. Now remember guys, this is 3 weeks in. This is 21 days of playing and 21 days of straight grinding. We're talking I'm grinding probably about 15 to 16 hours a day. So I'm always grinding something, whether it's campaign or magic or Colossus or Leviathan, whatever it is. I'm grinding every single day. I pick something and I grind it. So whatever it is I'm working on for that day, I grind it for that day. So now we're working on magic. So for the next 2 days, we'll be grinding magic. You see, it's just like a concept. So I'll show you guys him. I got most of my main heroes. All the stars are all the stars. All the runes are at level 12 now. Which, believe me, it's not easy. I can't even believe I still have 4 million Calionite. Well, 3 million Calionite. Because Calionite, it's just like you upgrade like 2 champions runes and 3 million Calionite gone. Like it's just gone. Like it's crazy how fast it goes. So I don't know if you guys can see the stats on the bottom here. So we'll slowly go through them. There's my Druid. He's only 60 plus speed because he needs to be either the second to last slowest or the slowest on my teams. In my arena team, I like him to move third because sometimes my Lynch or my Mushi is too slow. So if they cut in, at least they'll have immunity up, so they won't be able to one-shot my attacker. So that's why I have him moving third in my arena team. Once my arena team is speed tuned properly, he'll move last like in every other team that I have. We got Popo as always. Popo's kind of like a cheat code, I'm not going to lie. If you have Popo, you're going to use him in every single run, in every single dungeon, in every part of the game. The guy he's amazing. He is absolutely amazing. Can't say anything else about him. He's like a cheat code in the game. If you have Popo, use him. You're going to love him, and you're never not going to use him. I try not to use him for you guys, so you guys, can see other champions being used. We got Succubus. We're going to sanctify her soon. I'm just waiting till, another video for that because I'm going to do like 5 or 6 of them at the same time. We got the Lynch. You guys know my Lynch. He's very slow. He's only plus 110 speed. But if you see, his attack is 2500, and none of these runes are maxed out. They're all at level 12, so I could probably get him around the 3000 area, and I could still get him to ignore defense. But I put an HP set on him because if you see now, he doesn't have much HP. So when you're farming, if he takes a hit, you don't want him to die right away. So you definitely want to make sure you have some type of HP. Then we got Mushi. I hate when it does that. It just cut out. You see how it just cut out the screen? It's been doing that sometimes. I got to look into that and see why it's doing that. It's not a big deal, but I don't like that it does that. So we got Mushi. This one we maxed out for the growth plan. It's a great rune, speed, crit rate, crit damage, attack, and HP. It is absolutely perfect for a attacker. That's why we maxed it out, because I know I'll use this rune probably forever. Now we're working on the Ripper. Ripper is amazing. His runes are not even upgraded yet, and he does so much. I'll show you guys his skills. He does a lot of bleeds. His third skill is, I tell you, the passive. Every single turn, he gets a 100% crit rate and 50% to ignore defense. So if you get the extra 15% on him, that's 65% to ignore defense. You do not need a defense break. This guy will hit them so hard. He'll slam hard. But if you're using him for bleeds, you want to make sure that you have a, HP and defense on him, because you don't want him to die. But if you're using him as a straight attacker, then you're just going to stack crit damage on him, and this guy's going to hit super, super hard. His second and first skill are bleeds. Yeah, no, this one is haste, attack with a blade. He's big damage numbers, 5-10 attack and 85% damage to cause a target to bleed. So he bleeds on his second and he bleeds on his first. So he's kind of like a substitute for Popo. He's like a cheap version of Popo, except you can build him for damage and use his third skill, and this guy hits really hard. We are also working on Destructive Idol. I showed you guys last time. Sorry, I hit my desk. Him, you can see I have him just tanked out. He's slow, but he's so tanky, and he's so hard to kill, and he hits like a truck. As I told you guys last time, this guy hits like a truck. We got our Mummy. You guys know the Mummy. I just re-runed him. Actually, I threw a bunch of new runes on him. I got him a little bit faster. The problem I'm noticing with him is his base speed is super low. 89 is probably the lowest in the game. I'm not sure. I haven't really checked yet, but I'm thinking 89 is very close. It's probably 85. That's the lowest. But 89 is very, very low, so it's very hard to get speed on this guy. That's why I had to go with a speed set. I like to have the counterattack set for the giant, so when the giant hits him, he counterattacks and we get up another poison, because it's all about getting poisons up on the giant. As I was telling you, my Arkannis, I really slept on her, guys. She is really, really good. This skill right here, spread the target's negative stats effects to all enemies, immediately ganks another attack. That skill is amazing. So if you have a bunch of poisons up on the team, she uses this skill, all of a sudden all the poisons double, the bleeds double, the defense, everything just doubles up, and all of a sudden everything is just dying because of that skill alone. So I made the mistake of ruining her as a damage dealer. I unruined her and I re-ruined her as like more of a support, because as I told you guys in the past, just because it's an attack-based champion or monster doesn't mean you have to ruin it like an attack-based monster, because she works much better with a lot of HP and a lot of hit percentage. Even her second skill, she hits 4 times. Each hit can land a poison, so that's 4 times so that could be 4 poisons. If you have enough hit percentage, she'll be getting those poisons up. And I don't have her skilled up yet, and she still does it. She still does a lot of work. And the first skill, the same thing, except on the first skill, she's got an attack down, which is great for the giant. So if you have her, definitely use her in your C10 team. You will love her. You'll probably use her forever in your C10 team. You'll probably never take her out. And you don't need to ruin her for damage. Just ruin her very tanky. And I'll show you here. I'll show you guys how I have her ruined. We got speed on slot 1, of course. We always want speed on slot 2. We always want speed on slot 2. You guys know that. Crit rate. Just have a little bit of crit rate. Defense, HP, and defense. As you can see, very tanky. Attack 21% because she scales off of attack. So I really like this rune for her. Hit percentage, defense, perfect, tanky. HP, speed, crit rate, defense, HP, again tanky, and a little bit of attack stats, perfect. Defense, speed, and attack. Her defense base is actually really low, so it's not good to stack defense on her, but this is kind of the only rune I had at the time. It has speed and attack on it, so that's why I went with it, and just to give her a little bit of defense to make her a little bit, tankier. Slot 6, we went with hit percentage, because we definitely want to make sure that she's hitting, because she's got so many skills that land debuffs. She's got the attack down, she's got the poison, and she's got the one that extends all the debuffs, and she needs accuracy for that as well. So that's why we have that one on slot 6. And then on slot 1, we have defense, speed, HP, and crit damage, and again, perfect for her. She's working great with this build. I just got to max out these 2 runes, and she'll be good to go. You can see her stats here, plus the H. You can see all the stats, plus the attack, plus the HP, plus 47 speed, plus 28 crit rate. Plus, if I run a crit rate lead, she's got like a 20% or 19% crit rate lead, so she's right around the 70-80 area. So she still has enough crit rate. But again, I'm not using her as an attacker. I'm using her more as a support. Windwalker, you guys seen her before. Showed you a bunch of times. Here's our Voodoo Walker we finally got yesterday. I was so excited to get him. Finally, now we can finally get the Necromancer rolling. That's what we're working on now. Yeah, so he's not going to have any runes. I just maxed him out today. I was grinding the campaign once again all day. Celine we got on Berserk runes because she is an amazing healer with a revive, and her revive is on a 6-turn cooldown, so we want her to be taking as many turns as possible. Plus she puts a haste on herself, which makes her even faster, so we just want her taking multiple turns, so she always has the revive up. I'll be using her in the Outer Worlds and like the Lair and stuff like that. She won't be in any of my Colossus teams or anything like that, but I'll definitely be using her in the other part of the game, which is the Outer Worlds. The Shield Guard, he's for the fusion. Angel of Death, I haven't touched her since probably the 3rd day of playing because I ended up pulling a lot better stuff. But you guys know, attack down, defense down, speed down. If you don't have anything else, she's amazing. Use her. Don't feel bad using her. She's great. Eventually, I am going to build her. Don't worry, guys. Lumi, I kind of put her in the back burner because I ended up pulling a bunch more stuff. And I'm working on the Abyss Lord now, and I think he's going to end up taking a spot on probably in my C10 and my L10 team. So I'm probably going to put Lumi on the back burner again. That usually happens in this game. You start building something, and then you pull something better, so then you stop building what you were building, and you switch to something else. Same thing with the Princess. I really don't use her much anymore, but she was fantastic early game because she has the HP lead. So early game, she's great to have, and she has the heal block for the magic dungeon. So she's great early game, HP lead and the heal block, and she has a strip on her second skill. So she's actually great for early game. I think you kind of grow out of her for your dungeon runs, but I know that she'll be good in the Outer Worlds again. She'll be good in the Lair. So I'll probably pick her up again in the future. But for 3 weeks in, she's not the champion I'm looking for. Minotaur Chief, you guys know he's for the craft, for the fusion. That's why we have him built. And Mr. Abyss Lord, I just got some Berserk runes on him. The reason I have him super slow, you guys know I don't like to build anything slow. You guys know that. But the reason I have him super slow is because of this skill right here. 15% chance to counterattack when being attacked. So he doesn't need speed. Because when he gets attacked, he's going to counterattack anyway. So it's just like getting a turn. So he's going to use his first skill anyways. So for me, I don't need much speed on him because he's going to get attacked and he's going to attack back anyways. So that's why all we did with him was we went slot 1 speed just to give him that, just to give him, just so he's not like, just so the enemies aren't taking their first turn before him. You want to give him some type of speed, especially with the Windwalker. So that'll put him at like 160 speed. So you want to give him some type of speed. I could honestly probably put defense here and it would probably just be just the same. But I haven't got to use him yet, so I got to test that out. So I might switch this to defense. I haven't decided yet. Like I have the Destructive Idol. I have him on defense slot 2. As you can see, we have all crit rate, and none of these runes are up or upgraded yet. This was the one rune pack that I bought, guys. You guys know I showed you that I bought one rune pack, and this was the one. This is some of the runes that I had gotten from it. Some of them are upgraded. This one is not, but this is a very good rune. Crit damage, defense, HP, and crit rate. It actually fits him perfectly. I wish it had speed, but it doesn't. So I wish it had speed instead of the HP, but it doesn't, but that's okay. Then the slot 4, we got defense. He's a defense-based champion, so we want lots of defense. And he's also attack scaling as well, so you can definitely put attack on him. So this actually fits in perfect. We don't really need the resistance too much, but hey, it rolled resistance. There's nothing I can do. It's a 6-star rune. Defense, we're going to use it, Slot 5, we got crit damage, HP, hit percentage, and attack. Absolutely perfect for him. Slot 6, we got defense. Again, he's defense based. He's going to get defense on slot 6. Attack 20, he scales with attack. That's why it works perfect for him. It's actually the only place I'd be able to use this rune because not many champions scale with defense and attack. So being that he does, this rune fits in perfect. I'll probably never take it off him. He'll probably keep it forever. And slot 1, we got speed, crit rate, crit damage, defense. Again, perfect. Synergizes perfect with the Abyss Lord. Absolutely perfect. I can't wait to 6-star him and get him up and running, which I'm going to do probably tonight or tomorrow. And we showed you guys that. So that's him. We're getting him going. This guy's name, I think, yeah, the Org. He's for the craft as well, for the fusion. Swordsman, I haven't done much with him yet because once again, he's like Popo. He's kind of like a cheat code. So I don't want to use him early game. I want to show you guys more free to play friendly teams. Anybody can build the Swordsman. Anybody can build the Popo. and just it's like cheat codes to me. So I'm trying to do things more free. I always get tongue twisted with that. Free to play friendly for you guys, to give you guys more of more of a variety. So like, because I see everybody's using this guy, so eventually I am going to use him, but for now he's on the back burner as well. All of these cats came from the growth plan, and you guys can see that all the campaign grinding, all of these foods came from the campaign when we were doing our 2-stars. Now I learned my lesson, and I'm saving all my 2-stars for the next round of the growth plan, so I don't have to kill myself for 20 hours grinding it. I will show you guys my storage. We're working on the Flame Spirit. I told you guys that. I want to check out her multipliers. We got our dupe Selene, our dupe Succubus, which is going to be our next Sanctified video, which will be up and coming soon. The Barbarian actually hits really hard. I watched a couple of videos on him. We're going to build him as well. Same thing with the Vampire. We're going to build him for Apex Arena. So these two we're definitely going to be using in Apex Arena, but I don't need to do that yet because I'm only 3 weeks into the game. So I'm still not going to focus on that too much right now, but I'm going to slowly build them up. The Goblin Engineer, I need to get him rolling because he's going to be in my C10 team, because I'm going to switch him out for my Lynch. Because right now I'm using the Lynch as the max HP damage, but I'm going to use Goblin Engineer instead to show you guys how hard he actually hits. We have all our swordsmen ready to 5-star the other swordsman. We're not going to do that yet because I have other stuff I want to build first, like the Abyss Lord. And we're going to have the 6-star Necromancer. So that's why we're not going to build him quite yet. I was working on Cupid because everybody told me that Cupid was OP. So we're definitely going to start working on Cupid as well, because she's got all like these cool like reduced damage buffs and all that kind of stuff. So I definitely want to get her going as well. She'll probably be great for like arena and like RTA if they ever come out like real person battle. And I know they have it now like where you can just challenge somebody, but I'm talking like real RTA when you hit the button and 2 people get paired up and you guys fight. I'm sure that's going to come eventually, because this game is much like Summoning War, so I'm sure they're definitely going to take that from Summoning War. I'm sure that's definitely coming. We got all our dupes. This is all grinding from the other day when I was doing the growth plan. All this was grinded from the growth plan. All that was my hard work. All this came from the growth plan afterwards. Now we save all this stuff, all these 3-stars. Then we got all of our skill cats, and we got our new growth of Devilmons. You see we're stocking up Devilmons again, so we're going to do the Devilmons part 2, where we finish up everything we started and maybe do a couple new things. I'll show you guys the craft. As you guys can see, we have all of this stuff ready to go. All I have to do is evolve them, which I might be able to do now. Let's see. Let's start with him. Let's do it on video for you guys. Yeah, we can do this now. We can evolve these now. And then in the next video, we will actually craft the Necromancer. I'm very excited about that. Wow, he looks cool. He looks cool when you change him. I'm not going to craft him now, guys. I'll evolve this stuff now, but we're not going to craft him now. We are going, because I'm going to craft and build him in the same video, because I feel like he should be on Berserk Runes for sure. The Necromancer. I feel like the Berserk Runes fit him perfectly for what his 3rd skill is. The fact that he removes debuffs, and the fact that every time he removes a debuff, he gives you 3% HP. So I feel like it's very important to have him on Berserk Runes. I mean, early game, obviously, you could just put him on a speed set. A speed set will work fine as well. I'm not saying it's a must, like you absolutely need him on Berserk Runes, but since we have Berserk Runes, we are going to put him on Berserk Runes. I'll probably give him Abyss Lord's Berserk Runes, most likely, and some of Selena. I'll probably mix it up and make the best set I can and put it on the Necromancer. But we're not going to worry about him. See, you guys, I have all the... I've been farming the Magic Dungeon for like 2 days. And you see farming pays off. Now we are good to go. In the next video, we'll do building and crafting the Necromancer. So you guys can see that's all done. So that's what we've been grinding for like the past 3 days. We've been grinding magic, and we've been grinding campaign to grind these guys up to level 35. So that's pretty much it for that part. I'll show you guys the other worlds, what we're doing in here. I haven't really touched this too much. We can do a run while we're hanging. This is the team I was using. We'll just run with it and see what happens. I feel like the first 100, maybe the first 100 to 200 levels is early game. Once you start getting like probably like up to like 150, 200, it becomes a late game thing. I know they added hard now, so I'm thinking easy might be a little bit easier. So maybe you can get even higher. You might be able to, even to finish it, but I don't think 2 weeks or 3 weeks in. Why does it keep doing that? You're gonna definitely need good runes to do it. So I wouldn't recommend killing yourself. Wait till you're grinding C10 and L10 before you start doing it. This way you have good runes, because campaign runes is not going to bring you that far in this, guys. I can tell you that right now. Campaign runes is only probably going to get you to like level 50, level 100. Which is fine early game. Do what you can, because you get free stuff. You get free void shards, and you get free gems, and all that kind of stuff, like free cats and stuff. So definitely do some of it, but don't stress yourself out. As I've told you guys that before. So that's it for that. I mean, I could probably easily get up to like 150, 200, but I want to focus my grind on my runes and my C10 and my L10 team. That's why I don't want to focus here too much, because this takes up time. It's taking up time from grinding everything else. And if I was grinding this, I wouldn't even be anywhere near ready to craft the Necromancer. The Spire. Here we're at level 42. I can definitely go higher. I just stopped doing it again. I'm probably gonna, I think we got probably like another like week or two left, so I'm probably gonna go up a couple more. Probably go to like level 50, level 60 or something like that, and then the next reset, then I'll try to get to floor 100. I'm not sure how many floors are in this one. I know the other in Vapor Dreamland it's like 500 floors. I don't think there's that many in that one. And then eventually, not anytime soon, guys, probably like another 2 to 3 weeks, we'll start looking into this. This looks really cool. Looks like a lot of fun. I'll show you, like, they got a front line and a back line. I think you could put in like 6. Yeah, you could put in 6 monsters total. So you're gonna have probably 2 front line and your attacker's back line, something like that. It's probably just like Summoning War. You have your tanks in the front, and I got some good tanks. I got a Abyss Lord, I got a Destructive Idol, so that'll probably be my front lines. But again, everything changes, the infinities and all that stuff, so I'm sure you're going to need like a variety of stuff to do this. That's why I'm not getting crazy yet, because I'm still only 3 weeks into the game. So that's it for that. I showed you guys Arena the other day. All we're doing is grinding our totem. I think we only did 1 so far. Yeah, we only did 1 for the speed, because I've been buying my Devilmon every single week, so I think the Devilmon is the most important thing. Then after you get your Devilmon, then you worry about the totem. But some people might tell you different. I think the Devilmon early game is most important, because skilling up your champions is very important. Early game, you definitely want to make sure that you're doing that as much as possible. So for me, Devilmon first, Totem second. Maybe once I'm like 3-4 months playing, then I'll probably say, you know what, I don't need the Devilmons, all my stuff's skilled up. Now I'm going to focus strictly on my Totem. But as I say, guys, probably speed first, and then I would say maybe crit damage second. I know some people won't agree with that. And then maybe defense and HP after that. But me, I always like to go with damage, because the more damage you have, the faster you can kill your dungeons. So for me, I always like to go damage and speed. Damage and speed, because damage and speed is what's going to make your runs faster. But then we got Apex Arena unlocked. I've been looking into this. It looks like a lot of fun. I'll probably wait another week or so to do this. And then we'll start doing this in about a week. Because again, 3 weeks into the game, this is not the stuff you want to worry about. You don't want to worry about this, and you don't want to worry about the lair. What's it called? The lair. Yeah, you don't want to worry about Apex Arena, and you don't want to worry about the lair 3 weeks into the game. You definitely want to make sure that you're focusing on your dungeon teams. I know I keep saying that, but it's very important. Your first month of playing the game, you have to farm the runes. You need 6-star, 5-6-star runes. Can't use campaign runes to do this stuff, because a lot of people say, oh, I'm failing, I got 5-star runes. Yeah, but you got 5-star campaign runes. They're not good enough. You need purple 6-star, 5-star runes. It's very important. Campaign runes will not do it for you. I think I showed you guys in the last one. Maybe I could show you with Thanos. Yep, I'll show you with Thanos. We just go like this. We just use the first ones, because these ones have my best runes. This is based on runes. Thanos is based off of your runes. Not so much your champions, it's based off of your runes. So if you have maxed out runes, you're going to do more damage always. This is always going to be based off of your runes. Champions, I think, help, but not as much as the runes. Like if you have, you know, plus 15 runes on all your champions, you're going to do a lot more damage than if you have plus 12 runes like I do. So it definitely will hinder your damage. I think we're at an AA plus. AA is okay. It's nothing crazy, but for early game, 3 weeks in, it gets me what I need. It lets me collect my prizes. So we get a bunch of Kyanite, we get a skin card, and we get some magic marks. Nothing too crazy, but again, good enough for early game. We're getting it done. We're doing the progression. Good enough. Campaign we finished last time. I had showed you that. We're always doing our guild fights. We're always doing our. I'll show you here. See, we're top 3. We're doing this every single day. We always make sure we do this. This is very important because this is going to get us Athedia. I'll show you here in the guild shop. I think I already bought. Yes, I bought for this week. You want to make sure you're buying this every single week. It's very important. So make sure you're doing your guild wars and make sure you're doing your guild fight. It's very important you do that. She's a very good champion. I've told you guys in the past, she is SSS tier. You definitely want to get her as soon as possible. She's like the Theo Mars of Summoning War. She is that of this game. So you definitely want to get her. She's amazing. Make sure you don't buy anything else until you unlock her. Then once you unlock her, you can start buying your rainbow. I keep rephrasing something where you can buy your skill cat, your 4-star skill cat. But I wouldn't buy anything else until you get Athena. Nothing else until you get her. She is the most important thing. So make sure you are doing your guild fights. The quest I showed you. What do we got here? We got 100. The fight. You guys want to make sure you're doing this. You guys see that I'm almost done with this now. I made the mistake of not doing this early game, so I've been doing it like crazy now. But I'm almost done with everything. If you see, I got a few left. I got 1 level left on the law. 1 there, 1 there. Nothing crazy. And climb the spire, which, like I said, guys, yeah, see, there's 500 floors in this. I might be able to make it to like 200, but for me, that's going to take up a lot of time and a lot of grinding time. So if I'm grinding this, I'm not grinding C10. And for me, at 3 weeks in, you definitely want to be grinding C10 and not this. So if you want to get to like floor 100 just to collect the prizes, that's fine. But I wouldn't do much more than that. I'll probably get to level 50 just to collect the scroll. But other than that, I'm not going to push it too much after that. You guys know, always do your daily stuff. I do that every single day when I wake up. This is the first thing I do when I wake up. I get this done. I bang it out. 1, 2, 3, done. This way I don't have to worry about it for the rest of the day. Because sometimes, you'll forget about it. And then it'll reset and you'll lose out. Because you want to make sure you're doing it for these things right here. Because you got your 3-day perks. I finished mine already, but you get your 3-day perks. You get your enhanced runes. And this seems like it's here it resets every week. And it seems like this comes back every week. I heard there's an update coming for sure. We're getting level 12 dungeons. We're getting new champions. We're getting new skins. And the game's only been out for 7 weeks, and they just did a patch. So it's amazing to see that the company is on their grind. This company is on their grind. They're keeping the game fresh. They're adding stuff constantly. I love to see it. It's going to keep the game so healthy. I'm very, very glad they're doing it. I just hope they address the Kalinite situation soon. Because this Kalinite they give you, it's like giving you nothing. They need to really up the amount of Kalinite they're giving you in rewards because it's not enough. It's not enough for the price it costs to upgrade a rune and how many times the rune fails. This is not enough. They need to do something where we can get more Kalinite. We need more Kalinite. Please, guys, give us more Kalinite. Please. You see all this stuff I finished. You guys can see I'm always grinding. I'm always grinding. So this stuff just finishes itself because I'm always grinding. I'm not quite sure why this one isn't. Sometimes it's like weird. It won't show for like a day after. So because I definitely been doing my guild stuff, so I'm not sure why that's not showing. We go over the shop. You guys know you only buy the skill cat here. You don't buy anything else till your totems are done, and you probably won't ever finish your totems. The lifetime of playing this game, that's how long it's gonna take you to do the totems. The totems take forever. So you're always gonna be buying your skill cat and nothing else until you finish the totem, which will probably be never. Pretty much. Raid Shadow Legends, like I've been playing it for a year and I'm not even close to finishing my my totem in that. The packs, I told you guys I bought the rune pack, you know that. You guys know I buy the half moon card, I'll show you here. I buy this one and I buy this $15 one because it gives you 45 days. The 15 days goes way too fast, especially the way I grind, so that's why I bought the 45-day one. I think I bought the 15-day one first, and then I realized that it was a mistake. So then I bought the 45-day one because I'm going to be grinding so much, it's better to just have it. I probably could even have bought the 3-month one, but for $15 more, I'd rather just buy the 45-day one, and I don't have to worry for like 2 months. For me, that was perfect. Because I'm not trying to spend crazy amounts of money, but it's good. You need that extra Kalinite, guys. Like, Like I told you, it is so hard to get Kyanite. So I'll do anything to get extra Kyanite. So that's giving me 20% Kyanite every run. I will definitely take it. So we pretty much went over everything, guys. That's where I'm at in the game. That's what I'm doing for 3 weeks in, 21 days in. Let's go back to our magic. Again, we've cleared floor 10 before, but I told you guys I'd like to do floor 9 because floor 9 drops a lot more middle marks. I'm not looking for high marks. I'm looking for middle marks. So that's why we do floor 9, because I feel like the drops are much better for middle marks on floor 9. When I was running floor 10, I was only getting highs. So if I need highs, of course I'll run it, but for right now we need mids, so we're going to stay with the mids. So that's just the grind. That's the grind. This is 3 weeks in, guys. I know I grind a lot more than the average person. I do understand that. I'm grinding 15, 16 hours a day. The average person is probably going to grind about 7 hours a day. So the average person right now would probably be around like floor 7 of everything, floor 8, floor 7. I know that I'm doing double the amount of grinding, so that's why I'm growing double as fast as a normal person would, and I do understand that 100%. But I do it for you guys so we can get this, get this stuff rolling, so I can get the content rolling, so you guys can see like, how to progress in the game without spending like a ton of money. Not that I don't spend any money. I do spend money. Don't get me wrong. Spaceball spends money, but I do not spend nearly what other people spend on this game. And if you can see, like, you see how much debuffs is up, and that's all because of the Arkannis. That third skill is just so amazing. Even if she dies, it doesn't matter because she did her job already. She got the attack down up, and she multiplied the poisons, and that's really all we want her for. But yeah, guys, alright, the video, 36-minute video, guys. I hope you guys gonna watch this. But that's pretty much it for this one, guys. I hope you guys have a good weekend. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your weekend. As always, guys, I appreciate all the support. I love all you guys. Thank you for all the new subs. If you guys want to support me and you like the video, I actually like the video. If you didn't, no problem. I appreciate you anyways for watching. But I will see you in the next one, guys. Spaceball out. Peace.